Hey everybody, so today I am going to do a rainbow mandala in what I call unicorn colors because I use pink instead of red. And so I started out with pink in the middle because I like to do yellow as it gets outer more. I didn't have enough space to do another yellow, but it kind of draws the attention outward. So anyway, my outside color is green this time. And what I did is all you need is some acrylic paint, some dotting tools, and a fine lining brush if you want, and a rock. So you can get dotting tools on Amazon. That's where I got mine. Or you can go to Happy Dotting Company. They're really good too on eBay. So what I do is I just take a bigger dotting tool and make my original dots. I make 8 all the way around, and then I take a smaller dotting tool and I walk the dots outside of the bigger dot. So I start on top in the middle and I just dip it once in the paint and then I walk it. So I'll show you what I mean right here. So yeah, right there, start in the middle and just walk the dots from side to side and down to the bottom. And the paint will run out, but that's what you want because the dots get smaller and smaller, and that's called walking the dots. So you only dip the paint once in the dotting tool, and it's called walking the dots, and it makes the paint run out, and it's really cool. The paint run out, not the paint. And I think after the pink, because they start getting pretty wide, they're really wide apart. You want to use as much negative space as you can in a mandala. I'm fairly new to them, so I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I know. But that's where I start to go in with the purple, and I started doing some swoops. They were not the neatest swoops, but they're swoops nonetheless. And I just used my fine lining brush for that, which it ended up being too thick on the purple, but that's okay. Some people like to use a dotting tool for swoops, and then they just use the dotting tool or a lining brush to take the paint from the dot on the top and run it down along the sides, which I don't like doing that because I don't like the sound of the metal scraping against the rock and the feel of it. So I use my fine lining brush.